Welcome to our channel Modern Family Wisdom that offers well-researched, science-backed solutions to day-to-day family issues.
Funerals are among the most solemn events in the human experience. They are spaces where clothing becomes more than clothing. On this day, attire becomes a form of speech, a quiet declaration of grief, respect, and solidarity with the bereaved family. As the world moves toward 2026, the standards for funerary dress are expanding. While the values of modesty, restraint, and dignity remain intact, the ways we express those values are influenced by culture, technology, climate, and personal meaning. For centuries, black has been the visual symbol of mourning across much of the Western world. The color blurs individuality and allows the focus to remain on the deceased and their family. Yet today, the question has shifted. In 2026, appropriate no longer means exclusively black. Instead, it means businesslike, subdued, and thoughtful. It means blending tradition with sensitivity to setting, religion, and family preferences, whether at a cemetery burial, a chapel service, or a celebration of life gathering in a garden or park. For men, the traditional suit still sets the architectural foundation. A dark suit in black, charcoal, or navy remains the clearest expression of respect, especially for immediate family, pallbearers, or religious services. The ideal funeral suit is understated, single-breasted, matte, and well-fitting. The dress shirt is usually white, though muted pastels and soft neutrals are considered acceptable as long as they do not distract. A plain tie or one with a restrained pattern completes the ensemble. Bright colors, novelty prints, and reflective materials have no place in a traditional funeral environment. However, versatility exists. At contemporary services, especially those framed as celebrations of life, men may wear dark sport coats, muted knitwear, or business casual pieces. For casual settings, a dark cardigan with a polo shirt and single trousers may suffice, provided the outfit remains tidy and respectful. Footwear is more important than most people realize. Clean, polished dress shoes, such as Oxfords or Derbies, close the line of the suit and signal care for the occasion. Athletic sneakers, sandals, and beachwear shoes are not appropriate for traditional funerals. Grooming follows the same philosophy. Neat hair, modest accessories, and understated watches or cufflinks. Fragrances, if worn at all, should be extremely light to avoid discomfort in the confined spaces of chapels, funeral homes, or family residences. For women, the guiding principle is modesty and simplicity. Dresses, skirt suits, and tailored pantsuits in dark or muted shades create an appearance that honors the gravity of the day. Hemlines typically fall to the knee or below, and necklines are conservative. Shoulders should be covered during religious rites. A cardigan or shawl serves this purpose well, especially in warmer climates. Fabrics should be matte and substantial. Materials associated with evening celebrations, high-gloss satins, sequins, sheer fabrics, or tightly fitted silhouettes are discouraged. Closed-toed flats and low heels are practical choices, especially at graveside services where uneven ground is common. Hosiery, once non-negotiable, is now flexible for informal settings, but still preferred for traditional or religious funerals. Jewelry, makeup, and hair should not compete for attention. They should support the respectful tone of the day. Dressing children and teenagers requires a different mindset. The objective is not strict adherence to adult formality, but rather a balance of respect and comfort. Young boys may wear neat trousers with collared shirts, and young girls may wear simple dresses or modest skirts. For adolescents and teenagers, the standard moves closer to business attire. Hemlines, necklines, and colors should be understated, while bright patterns, ripped denim, and streetwear are out of place. Comfort matters, not only because long services can be difficult for children, but because discomfort amplifies emotional stress. Seasonal realities add an additional layer of planning. Winter funerals demand warmth, layering, and dark overcoats. Scarves, hats, and gloves should remain within a dark or neutral palette. In snow or ice, attendees often wear insulated boots outdoors and change into dress shoes inside funeral homes, a practice embraced for its practicality and respectfulness. Summer funerals present the opposite challenge: heat and modesty. Lightweight natural fibers, cotton, linen, or unlined wool keep the wearer cool. Light neutral colors may be acceptable outdoors, but they must retain a subdued tone. Sunglasses are appropriate for outdoor services, though etiquette suggests removing them indoors or when speaking directly to the family. Religious traditions offer some of the most distinctive expressions of funerary etiquette. Hindu and Buddhist funerals use white as the primary symbol of mourning, representing spiritual purity and liberation from the body. In Islamic funerals, clothing must be loose and non-transparent. Women cover their hair, and shoes may be removed during prayer. Jewish funerals emphasize modesty and humility. Men wear a kippah, and women cover shoulders and knees. Sikh funerals require head coverings for all genders, and in many Asian cultures, the color red is avoided because it symbolizes celebration. The modern funerary landscape also includes new service formats that influence attire. Hybrid and live-streamed funerals have become common worldwide. In these settings, virtual attendees are expected to dress exactly as they would in person. The camera should be on, the background neutral, and distractions eliminated. Dressing fully from head to toe prevents embarrassing disruptions. Online participation is still participation, and etiquette remains anchored in respect. The rise of celebrations of life marks another profound shift. In some communities, these services now represent the majority of memorial events. They may take place at beaches, gardens, clubhouses, or family homes. Families increasingly request personalized attire that reflects the personality of the deceased. Favorite colors, sports jerseys, floral prints, or symbolic themes. In such cases, the family's wishes override traditional customs. Honoring their wishes is considered the highest standard of courtesy, even if the chosen theme would be inappropriate in a traditional chapel service. Environmental sustainability is also reshaping funerary behavior. Green burials, natural burial plots, and biodegradable materials require practical clothing and sturdy shoes. Guests may choose garments made from natural fibers or avoid dry-clean-only outfits to align with ecological values. Through all of these evolutions, the essence remains unchanged. Dressing for a funeral is not about fashion, trend, or personal display. It is an act of empathy. Clothing absorbs meaning through restraint, modesty, and intention. It communicates without words. Whether one stands in black at a traditional graveside, in modest white at a Hindu cremation, or in muted tones at a casual celebration of life, the goal is always the same: to accompany the bereaved with dignity, to keep the focus on the person who has passed, and to ensure that presence is a comfort and not a distraction. As funerary etiquette moves into 2026, the most refined attire is that which honors three audiences at once: the departed, the living, and the cultural or spiritual framework in which the farewell takes place. To dress for a funeral is to acknowledge the weight of the moment and to participate in a ritual that holds communities together in their most vulnerable hour.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Visit again.